as you know, kit's getting stronger, faster, better, and lighter because there's less components, which is a good thing in a way, less to go wrong. But if you buy a vinyl turntable and you can pick it up with one finger, you've got to ask yourself, what's it made of? Right, in front of me, I have a vinyl turntable. Now this video isn't just about the turntable. Hopefully it's going to help you set up your turntable correctly, because there are a few pitfalls. If you don't follow them, you're going to wonder what's wrong, and it's something probably simple. Pioneer PLX-1000. Now, first of all, I'm going to try and pick this up. It's heavy. It is rock solid. Now, this is known as a direct drive turntable. There's no belts inside of here, so when you move that pitch, when you bring it up or slow it down, the piece of vinyl you've got on here is going to speed up and slow down the split second you move that pitch. There's going to be no latency at all. Right, this here is the platter. This is the top of the turntable. Now, firstly, you need to make sure that you fit this correctly. So here is the spindle, and I'm going to not just chuck it on, I'm going to have a bird's eye view, and I'm going to place that neatly on the top of the turntable. There you go. Now that should spin freely. In fact, if I leave that spin without any power, that should just carry on spinning for quite a while. Let's stop it. Now you will have this rubber mat. Now I have seen, and it makes me laugh, seriously, loads of DJs put the rubber mat on and then they put a slip mat on there and they're saying, how come I can't scratch with it? How come it's just stopping and it's not moving? Let's imagine you're a hi-fi junkie and you want to buy a turntable like this, just one of them to play your favorite tunes. Then by all means use the rubber mat. But if you are like me, a true DJ, you know what? I'm not going to do this, but don't use this. Chum! It's a good frisbee. Keep it though. What you will have with your PLX-1000 are these. Okay, this is a very thin piece of plastic. Place that on the platter first, and then this, which is your slip mat, place that on top. And now, with the turntable turning, you can hold your piece of vinyl and you are in complete control of that vinyl. I'm going to turn the turntable around and show you something. Now you will have this here, piece of sponge. Remove that, very important. Now this is your counterweight. You'll notice on the counterweight you have numbers on one side and on the other side nothing. You need to make sure that when you're putting your counterweight on the tone arm, if I turn this around again, the numbers are facing towards the front of the tone arm. And just gently give a bit of pressure and screw that on. Now you'll also have this small weight. Now generally this is used if the cartridge at the front is quite a big cartridge, a lot of weight there. But to be quite honest, most DJs won't use that. But if you do need it, this will fit here. But if you're using, let's say for example, a regular Stanton cartridge like the 500 Mark II, there's no need for that at all. So I'm going to put that to one side. Also with the PLX-1000, you will get this. This is known as the head shell. Now you'll notice that we have no cartridge attached here. So you need to make sure you get a good quality cartridge, fit that to the head shell. Now let me show you how to attach the head shell to the tone arm. Push in and then twist. And that's it. That's in place. So we're pretty much good to go. You'll also have, with the PLX-1000, a lid. And like anything, once you've finished your super dynamite mix, just put the lid on because that's going to stop any dust. getting onto the turntable. Let me take that off. So what is that? That is not something to attach to your necklace. It's definitely not something that you want to put underneath the door to stop it from opening. That is placed there. And on the odd occasion, when you're going to use a 7-inch single, you may find sometimes the center part of the 7-inch single has been removed. That's probably because it's been used maybe on a jukebox. What you do is you place that into the center of the turntable, then place your 7-inch on that. And that's going to stop the 7-inch from wobbling around. Also, with the PLX-1000, you'll have this small weight. Now, if you want to, you can attach that to the top of the head shell. But bear in mind, if you do that, the more weight you have on the needle, the more chance you've got of your vinyl wearing out. But if you follow a few steps correctly, you'll not only extend the life of your vinyl, you'll get a better quality sound. And to be quite honest, you don't really need to use that, but don't throw it away. All right. Now, you will notice that the tone arm housing at the top can be lifted or reduced in size. We can make that rise or fall. And we can do that very simply by turning here. So why do we do that? Well, for example, some slip mats may be thicker than others, some thinner than others. So we can move this and set the level and height according to the height of the slip mat. But again, check online for the finer details on how to set that level correctly, depending of course on what slip mat you've got. Let's just turn the turntable around. Very simply at the back, we have our phono out, we have a ground, and we have our power in. Now this is a great feature because a lot of turntables they've actually got a cable RCA that's fitted inside. And very often over time that starts to wear away and you get problems. Well, there's no problem with this, simply because if one of your RCA cables stops working, you can just unplug it and plug another one in. All right, you're in a nightclub environment. The sound system's booming away and you're starting to get that nasty vibration and feedback. Let me show you something. Let me turn the turntable around and move it to one side. Check this out. freefloat.net. Put that on my surface and put my turntable on top like that. So what we've got now is we've got some kind of barricade in between the surface and the turntable. Now this will not completely eliminate vibrations, but it's definitely going to help. So go and check that out. Now, being a vinyl turntable, there aren't a great deal of features, but to be quite honest, you don't need a lot of features in a vinyl turntable. What do you want it to do as a DJ? You want it to start, stop, and you want to be able to change the speed of the track. So let me show you. Over here, we have our on-off, and here we have our start and stop. We can change the RPM of the track by pressing one of these, 33 1/3 or 45. But what does that mean? What does 33 and 45 mean? It's actually the revolutions per minute. So when you press 33, you're actually making the turntable move 33 1/3 times around per minute. 45 is 45 times around per minute. Here we have a small light simply to help us at night. Press the button here and the light pops up. Press the light down and it sits neatly out of view. And for a DJ, the creme de la creme, the pitch control. Without this, our lives would perish. All right, so what we can do is we can change the speed of the track simply by moving the pitch to the plus position, we can increase the speed. Minus, we can decrease the speed. But what's great about this is that we can change the tempo range from plus and minus 8%, 16% and 50%. And at any time we can press the reset button. If you want any more information about this, don't forget, check out bax-shop.com. Practice and enjoy.